guys, welcome back to the Goju Karate Center. Still snotty, so if I sound a bit funky, it's because my sinuses are clogged. Okay, let's get going. Light workout today, nothing too serious. Backwards. One forward, one back. Away. Things are working. Good morning, everybody. I see there are a couple of people watching. Already a thumbs up. Lekker. Thank you. Snotty, a little bit itchy, but so far, touch wood, nothing on my chest. Sunshine. Sanchin. Sanchin. I have a tear in my sole of my foot. Super glue tape. I'd also be scared. Go to the cardiologist, get them to check out your heart. Cardiologist, let them check out your heart. Any more? Okay. Answer's going to be cardiologist, check out your heart. No, no, don't. Oh. Don't train, you might vomit. But then you might feel better. It's Friday, I've got to have a sense of humor. So you must. Been training with the 5s. Decided I'd try to take it easy today and train with 3s, but normally by the time I get to 10, I can feel I'm at least trading. So. Oh yeah, that's a little bit better. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Concentrating on the elbows. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. If you'd like to see my kata, distortion, etc., go watch the videos. There's a whole bunch of videos on it. Or watch the live stream I did on Wednesday. I did all the kata. And you can watch everything from Sanchin to Tensho, including Dixit Edge to Superumbi. Oi. Oh, too heavy for that. Okay. Stop. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, Zuki. 9. Okay, Zuki. 10. And just simply do 20 of each Isisasi type drill for each kata that you've got to drill for. Try and improve the strength in the individual movements. It's the repetition over time that counts. If you do it once a year, it's not going to do much. You do it once a week, it's going to have an effect. I'm still kind of short of breath. That's evident after spending the last 5 days sick. and somewhat sleep deprived. The sickness in our house is never just one person, it tends to be a whole family. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Finish eating your hot dogs yet? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Must have our channel confused with the channel that does competitive eating. Wrong channel. Dojo hot dog contest many years ago. Sensei in the dojo at the time was Sensei Aubrey and Sensei Mario went head to head. I think they probably in a minute both managed about 7 or 8 of those horrible hot dogs. You know, the cheap sausage and the cheap bun. Ugh. Try to keep your elbows in. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'll be back. Got a physio band, useful tool. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh man, that's more real. Hi Chris, no, we're just a normal dojo. We don't subscribe to McDonald's. We're trying to do martial art for families, if that means anything to you. Training warriors and professional fighters, I don't do that. So if that's how you define a McDojo, then maybe I am, maybe I aren't. But do traditional Okinawa and Goju karate, that's what we teach. We do a little bit grappling, not much, just a little bit. Guys want to do the hardcore stuff. Good friend of mine, Rodney Swanepoel. It's a very, very organized setup, training pro fighters, MMA fighters down the road. Send everybody down there. Every now and then we have a little chat, see how everybody's doing. Okay? I specialize in teaching children and old people because I'm a school teacher by training. Oi. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. My friend Rodney grew up, he did karate first, then did a lot of Tai Chi and a whole bunch of other stuff, and then went into grappling. He teaches BJJ, he's an unbelievable grappler. Has a very good following. His cousin is one of our better MMA coaches in South Africa. So, Mornay and Rodney Swanepoel. Training stone, energy stone, chi shi. Try to take. See. My school is in Johannesburg, South Africa, in a suburb called Roodepoort. So I'm in Roodepoort, or Florida Hills, is a smaller part of Roodepoort, South Africa. Hey. trying not to breathe too hard, but I can feel my sinuses are just horrible. Let's see if we do it. Inside, swing up, down. Okay, put this down. Let's get to something more basic. All right, I'm not training too heavy, only 12 kilograms. Probably going to do most of the things double-handed. Again, trying to have a light training session today, not heavy. And the idea is I'm still trying to recover from being sick for the last couple of days. Training super hard might not be a good idea. Might throw me back a few days. The last time I was a little sick, trained hard, had to take a whole week off because I just couldn't do very much. I was broken. So trying a softer approach, a little bit lighter. Okay. Shoulder mobility. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I prefer the kettlebell for shoulder mobility than the chishi because the torque across the chishi on the joint is far higher. So prefer the kettlebell, less chance of hurting the shoulders, a better chance of improving overall condition of the shoulder joint itself. Let's do a second set. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm 49 and I'm working towards doing a test, and my test is a lot of kata and its meaning application, a few pre-arranged sparring exercises or stepping and partner work exercises. We shouldn't really call them sparring, and a lot of time of just training, 6 to maybe 10 hours if we're lucky, in Okinawa in Japan. And we do a Okinawan art, so let's just keep the fighting stuff aside for now. So the testing is for that. And the last 6-7 years, I've allowed my body to slide and lost most sense of control of my body because I just stopped pushing hard and training and everything else. So using weight, resistance training to help regain the losses. I used to, when I was in my 20s, rely on cardio, cyclical exercises, do a lot of running, a lot of cycling to get my body back into shape. Instead, I'm using weights, kettlebells in particular, not necessarily sticking to the classical way of doing kettlebells, but kettlebells and the traditional karate apparatus, which is loosely termed hojo undo, to regain form. So that's the regime, Chris. It's a little different. Most people are not used to that kind of stuff. And we're kind of cross-training between kettlebells and traditional apparatus like the chi-chi and that. I'm just going to pan around a bit. Those steel rings that are hanging on the wall weigh about 30 kilograms. They're for shoulder, chest conditioning. Do a lot of turning exercises with them. And then my stores, that's kind of, because I work a lot with children, PT, but if you look at the bottom there are a lot of weights. And there are a couple of alcoves filled with other kinds of weights. I'm hoping to set up a bar for myself in the next week and start using the bar. But for now, I'm quite comfy, doing most of my exercises with the kettlebell. And that's because at home, you might only just have the kettlebell. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm just doing standing T-bar row, if you want to call it that. What we'll do is we'll add in the straddle stance and then include a little bit of hips and legs in the exercise. I think the moment I switch this to a bar and we start working at the like 40, 50, 60, 70 kilogram level, start seeing profound effect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. We do Goju. It is the hard soft system from Naha, Okinawa. Thank you. Dojo is as a business. It is from 1978. I'm the 3rd instructor. I started as a little boy and ultimately as one instructor left and another took over, I eventually took over from the 2nd instructor. It's a legacy dojo, if you want to consider it that. I really struggle with kettlebell swings. Classical kettlebell swing is like for all intents and purposes 12 kilograms is too light. And the time frame is probably way too short. Okay. runny nose. Alright. So I like straddling, straddle starts. I know it's not the classical form. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, and 20. Shotokan and Jiu-jitsu, that's cool. You have the long fighting mechanism over distance, as well as the close quarters of the grappling. Nice. Japanese or Brazilian Jiu-jitsu? Obviously the Japanese have got a couple of, some of the schools of Jiu-jitsu have got a lot more stuff hidden in them, like weaponry and that as well, dealing with knives and all sorts. And then you've got the pit bull. The Brazilian Jiu-jitsu is like just tears the underbelly out. It's really cool. I've got a newfound respect for the Brazilian Jiu-jitsu guys. Got a couple of friends who are rolling and they love it. And they're overcoming injuries that they had from karate, from fresh air. So yeah, kudos to the guys in BJJ. Got to give them that. They're helping people get through that. That's important. If you could train forever, that would be awesome, eh? Just imagine. And if everybody was like cool about, I like what your style does, but and so on and so forth, the world would be a much better place. Wow, Brazilian Jiu-jitsu, cool. Alright, I will do a couple of single-handed exercises because I really need to. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Breathe on this arm. Three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. I'm squinting, I don't have my spectacles on, I can't see that well anymore. success. The success of Jiu-jitsu has brought about lots and lots of differences, and has attracted people that need something different from the original plan. Karate is not the same. Karate of the early days, those students were incredibly tough. Training was brutal. We realized you have so much more to do, to give to people, than to create 5 or 10 prolifically talented fighters. The ultimate is changing people's lives so that their lifestyle is better. And I think Jiu-Jitsu is going through the same thing. Thanks very much, Chris. I appreciate it. Nice catching up. Chris, where are you based? Before I switch off, Barbara, I know it's time. I know I've got to look after kids. Go put toys away, I'll come back before I shut down. Ugh. Ugh. Breaking the dojo. Alright, cool. Haven't heard back from Chris, so gonna just say goodbye. Have an awesome weekend wherever you are in the world. Keep training. Thanks for joining us. Cheers, we're out of here.